here tonight to have an evening where, guys, just listen for a minute, because you're gonna have an opportunity to hear from Leslie Wolff, who is one of the greatest marketers you'll come across. I just wanted to say, welcome. If you have questions about your business, if you have concerns about marketing, how to get your message out there, how to be able to market your product, your services, whatever you're doing, Les Wolff. I want to tell you, first of all, how I met Les Wolff. It was probably, I don't know, 6 years ago? 6 years ago, I was invited, Mark, zip it. Okay, all right. Well, just zip it. Okay, zip it, right? That's how you say zip it, right?
Are those seats there?
There's seats over here. Come on, Miss Lee. It was 6 years ago when I was invited to the Sports Museum for a luncheon with Smoking Joe Fraser. How great is that? How do you get to do that, right? I went down, I brought my son down, and we were in this beautiful place, and we met Joe Fraser and his manager, Leslie Wolff. I was blessed to have time to be able to be with this man during that hour and a half of this luncheon, and he's changed my life. He is a Fortune 500 marketer. I mean, you know, Dennis Rodman, whatever, Larry Holmes, you can name it. This man knows everybody. But his marketing skills took me and my business out of the box. Taught me stuff. I mean, I am forever grateful because what I've learned from Les has translated into big business for me. So I'm not going to say anything else because the stage is his. You guys are in for a treat. And here's Les Wolff. Yay!
Now I got to live up to that. Let me give you a little bit more of my background. I have been in the marketing arena some 50 years. Yes, I started when I was 4 or 5. But the gist of it, my area of specialty is what's called integrated marketing strategy and niche marketing. I am basically a marketing strategist. I'm a creative tactician. I'm called sometimes a visionary, mainly because I focus on how one can think outside the box, and in particular, outthink your competition without having to outspend them. Now, I'm going to assume most of you here are in the small business area.
Yeah.
All right? Just by a show of hands, how many either work, own, or are thinking of starting a small business? Okay. How many of you work for a Fortune 500 or a fairly big-sized company?
I don't think they can hear you, Les.
Can you hear me now?
There we go.
Yes.
We'll need a microphone for the next time we do something like that. All right, the principles that we're going to talk about of marketing, we're going to get into this. Doesn't matter the size of the firm you are, it's how you think. And we're going to talk about, you know, that approach. My background, as you said, is I've worked for the DuPonts and McDonald's, the KLM, Royal Dutch Airlines, a whole range of things, and I work with startups. And I'm involved in a couple of startup ventures now. Some of them our own, some of others, I think she's telling me to talk, and some of others that, if you can't hear me, raise your hand.
We got you. That's fine.
We have a lot of room in the front. Maybe we could all scoot up a little bit.
You want to come up?
That'd be fine.
I don't have a big stage.
We can all get cozy and friendly.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
I have to stay back though.
Chairs way forward, guys. Way forward. Way.
Well, it's gonna be at your left, is that
That's
okay?
okay.
I don't mind that at all.
Why not? It's an intimate group.
Can you hand me my drink there?
This is is a holistic
And
event.
that, if you could just, if you want to just put that under my chair, that would be awesome. Thank you.
Okay, here.
It's friendly here,
For those of you who are not aware of what this speech is about, it is smart marketing for small business, but it's actually smart marketing for any type of business. But it's not a speech, it's an interactive dialogue. I look to have the audience ask questions related to what is important to them. And there is nothing that is a stupid question. There is nothing that is an insignificant question if it's important to you. So we look at that. And then there were other things that we will get involved with. And this is my notes to remind me of things so that I don't miss them. All right, but you have to understand we're talking about marketing. Anybody here can define marketing for me? Anybody?
Reaching out.
Reaching out, okay. Anyone else? Yes.
Marketing is putting the seed down so the ducks will sit, and then sales is shooting the sitting duck.
Oh, that's an interesting one. Anything else? All right, let me, I'm sorry, somebody over here?
Making it easy for somebody to make a decision.
Making it easy for someone to make a decision.
Conveying the message.
I'm sorry, convey the message. The key to marketing is, and we'll get into some very interesting descriptions of it. I write a blog called smartmarketingmoves.com. For 11 years I taught for Advertising Age magazine workshops on marketing strategy, wrote columns for 5 years on Outthinking the Competition. There are a lot of things, but marketing, I am a great user of quotations. I'm a great user of quotations because they are very powerful words done very succinctly by people who are smarter than I am. Now, I should explain, I am the smartest marketing guy in the world. And the reason for that is I know how dumb I am. I know what I don't know, and that's when I'm willing to go out and ask and find others who have more experience and expertise. And that's how we build teams when we're doing projects. But there's a gentleman named Peter Drucker. Any of you familiar with that name? Those of you who are not, he was a world-famous business consultant and business philosopher. And he said, discussing, because its purpose is to create a customer, the business has two and only two basic functions: marketing and innovation. Marketing and innovation produce results. Everything else are costs. But again, what is marketing? There's a wonderful quote by a guy named Albert Emery, who was a major power in the advertising field in the 50s and 60s, etc. And he said, marketing is merely a civilized form of warfare in which battles are won with words, ideas, and disciplined thinking. And that word thinking is key to everything that we're going to talk about tonight. All right. In this brilliant group that we have here, how many of you would say on a scale of 1 to 10, you're at least a 5 in your knowledge of marketing? How many of Get me a mic. How many of you think you're at least an 8?
Doing it or knowing what to do?
No, knowing what marketing is. Okay.
Sure.
How smart, on a scale of 1 to 10, how smart do you think you are about marketing? How many would say you're a 5? How many of you say you're at least an 8? Okay, we have a good audience for tonight. All right? Hopefully we can do some things. What do you think is the most important marketing challenge a small business has today? Yes?
Identifying the audience.
I'm sorry.
Identifying their audience.
Identifying their audience. Yes.
Defining who you are, who you want to attract,
Defining who you are
and how you want to project.
and how you want to project it, positioning. Yes.
Separating yourself from the competition, from your competition.
Separating yourself from the competition. Anybody else?
Reaching your customer in a creative way that they understand.
Can you say it a little louder?
Reaching your customer in a way that they will understand and get it.
Reaching your customer in a way they will understand and get it. And that, there are so many challenges. I'm sorry, what's that?
Conveying a message to the audience which already you know and make it very clear so it's digestible for them. Then you
Convey
capture
the
them.
message to the audience and make sure that it is digestible, it's
To the
clear,
right
to the
audience.
right audience. Absolutely.
And that's it can divide, combine with, let's say, advertising.
Well,